everybody, it's me, it's Alexis, Maurice, and my co-host
Trei Hollywood.
And today we have a guest co-host, but familiar face to what's our old show name? Hollywood.
Really?
You've seen, what's your name today? Is it BB? Is it James? Is it Rico? What is it, girl? Bianca. Okay, and today we have our guest co-host Bianca here with us today.
Bianca?
That's what he said. That's on their little brother right there. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine. Tonight we're drinking on some Taylor Port. Have you guys ever had Taylor Port before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Trey, let me hold your glass. Let me hold your glass right now. Yeah, he gonna be gone. Pour yourself a glass of wine, put on some lipstick, pull up a chair because we are about to discuss the latest happenings in and around Hollywood.
Look at that sound again.
Suction. Sound like you poking somebody in the...
Well, alright. It sound like after you get finished doing it, you sit on the toilet and you push the jelly. You would know about that, huh?
What are jelly babies?
You taught me about jelly babies.
I don't know.
Yes, you did.
Why you get
out Jamarcus, so y'all do that.
Y'all, he said they set you down. Had a conversation about it.
I don't know nothing about no jelly babies. Now, while we are about to take our first sip, go ahead and like this video on YouTube, share it on Facebook, Instagram, InstaChat, Snapchat,
Live,
Tumblr, all that good stuff like that, Insta Live or whatever. Because
you probably wonder how can they share it on Insta Live, right? Well, you can sit at your home and watch it on your computer and just watch it on live so people can see you watching it. That's how you can share it. There you go. I like that. That's a good idea. You don't get what I just said, huh?
No.
If they're watching it from the computer, they can get on live of them watching it on the computer. It's alive. Watch yourself watching it.
Anyway.
Why you putting that there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
See?
Bitch, don't take it. I ain't got mine yet. Y'all gonna drink without me?
I got this. I know what I'm doing. Got Tamar come over here, guest host, and she's trying to drink already.
Are you Tamar now?
No, I'm not a Muppet.
Shots.
Hey. All right, go ahead. She do look like a Muppet.
Don't do that. You know, she battled that. She cried about that.
Okay, Lonnie.
Ain't it right?
No, that was Lonnie. I'll be Tamara.
People can be so mean.
Oh my God.
Tamar, what the hell ever.
Anyway,
so the first topic that we're talking about today is Rob and BlacChyna.
The fuck?
So you guys know over the weekend there was a lot of drama between the two of them because allegedly, well not allegedly, but allegedly somebody hacked BlacChyna's Instagram, right?
And her text messages.
Damn, they hacked the whole damn phone?
I think it was one of the sisters.
Probably.
I really do.
I'll tell you who it was.
Who
was it?
BlacChyna.
Why?
It was publicity stunt.
Oh, but anywho, so allegedly what happened was someone hacked BlacChyna's text messages and her Instagram, and apparently there was some old message threads between
her lawyer,
her bestie,
other man,
Jaden
Smith, which is Will Smith's little son, Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
And allegedly in some of those text messages, it's been said that she was playing Rob. She was only going to marry him for a year. Then divorce him. They call him fat, call him lazy, all kind of shit.
I mean, those are actually valid points, though. I mean, he is fat.
She calls him.
He does act lazy.
He's lost a lot of weight,
but because she's helped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
or whatever. And so she was going to trademark the name or whatever the case may be, and basically come up. Well, those messages got out. They posted them to, what did they post them to? Instagram and all kind of shit like that. So Rob saw the messages. And when Rob saw the messages, child, he was all in his feelings. He was feeling some type of way. But what he had let us see on Snapchat was that him and BlacChyna had moved out of his house, right?
The movers came, picked up, cleaned up everything, even took the egos out the refrigerator.
Now we've seen all this shit on social media.
Let go my damn egos, bitch.
So how do you feel about it? Like, what do you think is? Let me say this. First of all, do you think it's fucked up that she just took all the stuff and just left?
I mean, well, at least she vacuumed the floor because you saw the lines and stuff like that in the carpet. I mean, allegedly also there was some type of physical altercation as well. You cut me off before you asked the damn question. Allegedly there was some type of physical altercation, and Kris Jenner boyfriend, what's his name? Corey had to come in and pull BlacChyna off of Rob. So as a result, she moved out. Rob came on Snapchat pretending like he didn't know what the fuck was going on, talking about she left him, she took baby Dream and all kind of stuff like that.
But it was a build up too that led to that. You know what? I'm
over everything.
I'm so over the entire. You know,
involving the Kardashians.
Right. I was a huge Kardashian fan.
Kanye.
I'm not here for it.
I don't even know if Amber is involved, but I'm over her ass too because she dated. But I'm just over everything that has to do with the Kardashians.
Why?
Because it's always a fucking publicity stunt. That's all that shit is. I think Kim supposedly got robbed for publicity stunt. I'm just completely being honest. That's just my opinion. So anything that has to do with Kardashians, I'm really just quite frankly over. And I didn't even think that would ever be over Rob, but now I feel like he's full of the bullshit too because this was a publicity stunt clearly for the new show. So I'm over it.
Okay, ain't it sad when you can't even send your sisters over to be up your girlfriend because they'll get beat up?
Well, because BlacChyna kick all their ass. And I wonder, like, how awkward is it for Kim too? Because you remember Kim and Black used to be good Judies, honey. They was good big booty Judies at one particular point in time. Mm-hmm. But now it's like
Kim's best friends with Amber Rose.
Right.
It's like so much drama with their family.
It's so much twist. It's just so much shit going on. Yeah, I mean, you did say that, but it's just like
for like the last couple of years, I think It
started from when OJ Simpson with the trial. It started then.
I think they have.
That's like 50 million. That's 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's when we found out about Kardashian.
Right, but it's like
that's when the shit started.
It reminds me of the Kennedy curse. You know how with the Kennedy curse?
They ain't dying.
But
they multiplying. All them damn Kardashians running around. We got a whole nother troop coming up in another 10 to 15 years.
Is dying. I'm just not here for it. Like Bruce is a woman.
Caitlyn Jenner.
LamarOdom.
Oh God.
Is
right. Speaking of Lamar, speaking of his ass, he done checked his ass back in rehab after fooling up with this damn family. Now, don't be alarmed. Allegedly, what's happening is he's just checking himself in just
to be safe.
Yeah, really. Just to be safe, because this is the time of the year where people get depressed. His divorce from Chloe is finally final after all of these years. So he's actually checking himself back into rehab just to be on the safe side. What do you guys think about that?
I think that was a very smart move because it's like, you know, one thing that I can't say about him and Chloe was she was definitely there for him. She helped him out a whole lot. So now that her moving on with her life and, you know, her not being there, I think it was a smart decision for him to be able to check himself into rehab. And so that kind of shows that he also wants the help.
Yeah.
You know, because not many people are going to do that. Just going to check themselves into rehab because they're not going to really think that they have a problem.
Now the gag is, what's happening, it's being said that when he gets out, the camera's going to be waiting for him, honey. That's because they're saying that he's going to have a rehab show, basically, probably Kris Jenner doing, where he's going to be documenting, of course, getting through, rehab and coming out of rehab and getting adjusted and reacclimated to
stupidest moves.
So
I agree.
Do you think that he's possibly going to this rehab because this is a scheme that the network is about to set up to come back to us with another reality show?
That fell flat.
I wasn't trying to be high. I'm just trying to
Are
say.
you serious?
Yeah, it could be another ploy for another reality show. That's what I believe. Everything that has to do with the fucking Kardashians to me I feel like it's a publicity.
Let's talk about Kanye West. So last week, Kanye messed with headlines because he went to go have a meeting with President-elect Donald Trump. Now, a lot of black people was pissed off because Kanye decided to take a meeting with Donald Trump. Now, according to Kanye, he said that he just had a quick meeting with Donald Trump to talk about things that impact the African American community, like crime in Chicago, arts in the schools, and things of that nature. Right. But a lot of people, including John Legend, was pissed off with Kanye West calling his friend basically. What did he say about Kanye? He said that he was disappointed in the fact that Kanye went to go sit down and talk with Donald Trump. How do you guys feel about that? How did you feel about Kanye taking a meeting with Trump? There was a lot of people who took meetings with Trump, but Kanye specifically.
I'm not here for it, and it's something that's behind it. You know, we would never know. But with Kanye West, I think he's an attention whore. Everything that he does now has attention. He wants attention behind it. It is so sad because he's not the same Kanye West how he first was with college dropout. When you have Jay-Z and some of his close friends saying they miss the old Kanye West. So my thing is, I'm not here for it as well because, bitch, you just checked out the Looney Tune vid a couple of days ago. Now you would think you got your thoughts together to go meet with the president-elect. I'm just not here for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody has an addiction, and I think that Kanye West's addiction is the fame and the spotlight.
Trey, what do you think about it?
I really didn't understand why it was happening. I feel like, you know, he always kept saying he's going to run for president in 2020. So maybe this is his setup. Maybe this is his build, his momentum of actually trying to do that, either running against him or even learning from him. So, I mean...
And Kanye even said that he would have voted for Trump if he had voted.
Yeah, that was the ignorant shit right there. But I feel like it might be a ploy. I think that he might be trying to maybe learn things because this is our next president. But why did he do that with Barack Obama? I don't know.
But why is it that he can't sit down and have a conversation with Trump? Why can't he do that? What's wrong with it? It's not like he's selling out black people for doing it. If he's just going to talk about issues that impact us, what's wrong with Kanye having that conversation?
Because I think
should black people not be talking to Donald Trump at all? Period.
I wouldn't talk to him.
I mean, is that how you feel?
No, I think he should talk to him.
Yeah,
because I feel like
he doesn't know black people.
at the end of the day,
he's a racist.
We can't change it. We had the electoral college, but they went with Trump anyway, so we can't change it. So the only thing that we can be able to do now is just put our brave faces on and just be able to strive. And just
this ain't the first time black people done disapproved or didn't like.
But even if you think about it, let's just reverse the roles a little bit. Even back when Barack Obama won, it was the same thing, but coming from white people. A lot of white people were upset and they thought that
it wasn't. I don't believe it was white people that was upset. It was really the racist individuals.
White people.
Because all of the what I'm saying is because there's a difference there's a difference between white and there's a difference between racist. Because you can be black and be racist. What I'm saying is those are individuals who actually did not vote.
Can't be racist. I don't agree with you on that. No, I don't think because we have been oppressed. People piss me. White people piss me off with that shit. Talking about reverse racism. You're just as racist as we are. No, we're not racist. We are the motherfuckers that has been oppressed for hundreds of years and stuff like that. You're not gonna sit there and turn it around talking about we just as racist. Hell no, we ain't no damn racist. Just like that shit today. I don't know if you guys saw it. Did you see the video of the guy, Adam? I forgot his name, but he was on a Delta flight. And according to him, he was talking to his mama on FaceTime, or he was on the phone with her, and he said, he did something like that, or whatever. You know, he looks, Middle Eastern with the beard and stuff. Like, he's a real big YouTube sensation. Actually, it's cute. He does so, but and this is the gag though. He's a prankster. So a lot of people are saying this really isn't a valid video because he does all types of pranks all the time. You know, making fun of Middle Eastern people, throwing bombs, pretend bombs out and watching people scatter.
But I don't think that coming from somebody in the airline industry, I don't think that he's smart enough not to do that on a plane because that's a regulation.
That's a federal offense. You don't do that, right?
Some years in prison.
I mean, so being that you are a flight attendant, I mean, talk to us like, why did they kick him off the plane? To your knowledge, why would Delta kick him off the plane?
Okay, even from being in training and stuff like that too, they handle it all wrong.
They do.
They have this thing where you have to assess, like, basically when you see someone like that, you're trained not to judge. Like, everybody is treated equal.
You're trained not to judge, but in the back of your mind, you have trained to be aware about stuff like that. So there's a prejudice already.
Yeah, but they have it like you have to assess everyone coming on board. It's crazy. Like when you are greeting people on, they have this thing called the A flight attendant, the B flight attendant, the C flight attendant. Every person, the A flight attendant has a special area that's in the front of the plane. Right. The C flight attendant has the middle section of the plane, and the B flight attendant has the back of the plane. So as you're boarding, half of the time you think, oh, they're just so friendly. Welcome aboard. Come walking them down to Southwest Airlines.
Shit out.
But the whole time, bitch, we watching you. We watching your shoes. We watching how your demeanor.
We watching our bags.
Because if you think about it, is a safety risk. You know, you're 30,000 feet in the air. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of all situations like that. You have to be, because you're responsible for it. At the end of the day, you are responsible for everything in life.
Okay, so BB, if you're the flight attendant and Trey is the Middle Eastern person and he's on the phone talking to his mom and he said, what should you do?
Nothing. I'll go about my business.
Right, but if I'm another person and I come up to you and say, I'm concerned about him, he's over there talking in another language, what do you do?
Basically, I would just come up to you. I forgot the word I want to use. I'm kind of tipsy right now already. But I would just come up to you and let you know that everything's all right. You know, I would listen to you. I would get your advice. You know, listen to how you feel, because everybody is correct. Everybody's right.
You're saying something, I'm popping the fuck off.
Just if you hear a Spanish person talking in Spanish, are you going to put them on the plane because you're going to assume that they're terrorists?
No, exactly. And I think
so. This is just not right.
That's the problem.
If I go over to Emirates, go over to Dubai. If somebody's, I don't know, I want to say Dubaiing or if whoever they, whatever the hell they are. If they see me talking, I'm black, African American male,
and I'm
English, Haitian, South Asian.
Exactly.
Oh, bitch, that bitch talking that bullshit.
And what made my blood boil when it comes to that particular video was the white people in the background. Bye. Have a nice day. They were like taunting him
Those
or whatever.
Are people who voted for Donald Trump.
And it could be, but not all people who voted for Donald Trump are racist.
No,
and it goes to show too
anybody who voted for Donald Trump is ignorant. You might not be racist, but you're ignorant.
How are they? If you can't call people ignorant because that's who they voted for.
I can. It's my opinion.
I mean, everybody has the freedom.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel that they're ignorant. I'm gonna tell you why I feel that they're ignorant.
Explain.
I feel that they're ignorant because honestly, you're voting for somebody who has no kind of education or no kind of background in running the country.
Yeah.
You're ignorant because you actually seen her vote for somebody who's publicly on TV showed that he's racist, spoke down on different race. That's why you're ignorant. I mean, the list can go on, but I'm saying they're ignorant because they're actually voting for somebody else who's ignorant.
But this is my thing that I also learned about too from watching CNN. I wouldn't say that they are ignorant just because they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. The reason why, if you think about it, some of those blue states turned red
in the middle of the night
was because, you know, half of the time they got tired of people promising stuff to them that just never happened, that never got through. So that does not mean that they are racist. They just did. It's not just because they didn't want a woman, you know, in the White House. Half of the time, you know, the people in Congress promised them something that they never got.
That's why I said
like, okay,
they never did. So they're tired of people. They're tired of these politicians.
False hope. That's what they call it. They're tired of false hope.
So that's why they call them ignorant.
Trei. I can call them ignorant.
Yeah, I can call them ignorant. That's my opinion.
I think that's an uneducated statement. I think that's an ignorant statement that you made calling them ignorant.
That's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. It doesn't bother me. I'm
not looking for it to bother you, but I'm just saying.
No,
you just
what I'm saying is,
you're making a blanket statement calling everybody who voted for Donald Trump ignorant. Yep. If your mama voted for Donald Trump, she's ignorant.
Yep. You know, actually, I know two.
Did you try?
Yes, you did. I actually know a couple of people that voted for Trump that are far from racist. They have black children mixed with, you know, because, you know, I don't know. It's just.
I ain't trying to justify it, but people vote for whoever they voted for, or whatever the case.
Whoever they feel like they can get the job done.
Now the people who didn't vote.
And I just feel that with Donald Trump in the office, he has given a voice to all of these racist people who have laid dormant for all of these years or whatever. Now they feel, because of the fact that he never separated himself from them, they felt in the beginning when he was running that, okay, this guy, he feels like I feel. He thinks like I think. I identify with him. But he's giving a voice to all those people now, so now they're being bold. Just like that other white woman that we saw who was standing in the line today. She was cussing out the Hispanic lady, telling her to come back to where she come from or whatever. Don't come over here. We probably paid for all of that stuff that you buy.
I was in that line.
It's just like people are just being blatantly bold.
Let me just go on the record and say, I don't care. I'm just making it known now, bitch. I don't care if you're old. I don't care if you're a man or you're a woman. If you ever come to me with some racist shit, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
No, you don't.
I would.
No.
I would.
You don't have to get physical.
I would, because
you're educated.
Right. I ain't educated. Some shit just got to go out the window. You know. But my thing is, the only way that you can be able to stop a bully, you know.
Put the hands on.
But you put you put your hands on them. You a bully.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're not changing. You're not changing their mindset.
I know. And
they just gonna take their ass cut and still go back to being a damn bully.
But sometimes you have to slap the fuck out of them.
I agree. agree. Sometimes you do have to slap the shit out of people because that's all that some of them understand.
Coming from you.
But you know, you can't do that because you're a black man. And they're, you know, they're
tried to bully me the first 2 years that I met him.
I think he successfully bullied you.
I'm not a bully.
Yeah,
I'm a very passionate person.
No, he did.
Yeah, BB bullied you.
He tried. I tried. It never really affected me. I was just. Let me see. What was I?
You were bothered.
I was bothered because
right. So therefore, it affected you.
We didn't know each other.
That's what I say. I was
but you know each other now.
I mean, we went to Athens together, but we don't know each other. And I'm always gonna stick beside that.
Speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, let's just switch gears for just a quick moment.
Right.
So this past week, of course, we saw the big showdown between Kandi and Phaedra.
Okay, so who team? Wait.
We don't know how to talk about this team.
Which team are you on? Let's start on this end.
I'm Team Kandi.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm not on nobody's team. I say that.
What team are you?
I'm not on no one's team because it's old. It's old. It's tired. It's done. I'm not on nobody's team.
Well, I'm Team Phaedra.
Okay, so why are you?
But you know what? To be actually honest with you, if I had to choose a team, it would have to be Phaedra because my thing is,
oh girl,
it's old.
Well,
let's go.
Let's get to it.
Keep bringing it up.
But Phaedra was the one who called the damn meeting.
Right, because
she called the meeting.
She trying to hash it out.
No, what she thought was she was just gonna go up and have a meeting with Kandi and talk about how upset or disappointed I am with your mama.
Yeah.
And how she did. But Kandi had to check that ass and let her know, no, this ain't about
Kandi is the one person who would never act like her mama's in the wrong. We know damn Joyce is. Oh, I don't even call her mama.
She need a man.
Joyce. She's always in somebody's business. Her ass is wrong. And so yes, if your mama at trouble, I'm gonna approach you because I deal with you.
Let me tell you something. You better not ever come to me talking about Arlene because I'm gonna cut your ass.
Let me tell you,
if your mama was wrong,
even if my mama was wrong, don't you step to me talking about Arlene because I will go oops upside your motherfucking head.
What you saying?
Okay?
I should not.
Right, exactly.
This is my thing. Even with my grandma, I'm like, grandma.
Don't get mad at me because your relationship with your mama ain't like mine.
I'm gonna check her.
That was rude.
How you doing? No, I'm not taking no shots. No, I'm not taking no shots.
Because it's not like he was.
Don't get mad at me because me and Arlene close.
Because me and my grandma just like that too.
Because Amanda and I are close.
I ain't say that you and your mama wasn't.
Okay.
There you go, being sensitive.
No, it's not sensitive. I was letting you know.
You wouldn't let me know
yes,
nothing,
I was.
girl.
It wasn't sensitivity.
Yes, it was.
Every time I speak my voice, you always assume that I'm being sensitive.
When you do what?
When I'm speaking my voice, you feel like I'm being sensitive.
No, nobody.
Why, 'cause I'm light-skinned?
No, I want you to speak up more.
Right.
You should speak up more
Whatever.
and stand up for what you believe in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
like I was saying,
don't come to me talking about Arlene.
I won't. Because I feel like Arlene won't even try to come.
Oh, she'll try it. She'll try you.
Yeah, she'll try.
I would give her a reason to come for me.
And I won't think that about it.
Exactly.
In regards to Phaedra and Kandi.
Shit. Anyway, go ahead.
You should call Maurice on the way home.
Let me talk.
Y'all good. I'm good.
Go ahead, Trei.
No,
what were you saying now?
It's alright. It's okay. Go ahead.
But anyway, you were saying about Phaedra. What about her?
I just feel like what she was doing was the proper way. She's trying to let her know, somebody who she deals with, that you know how your mom made me feel about
that your mom went overboard. Whatever.
So if I was to come to you about Arlene and how she made me feel, what do you want me to go to her?
Miss Arlene.
Oh, go to you. Okay, Miss Arlene. I apologize. Because it ain't Joyce. It ain't Mama Joyce no more. It's just Joyce.
That's what she'll say to you too. She'll say Miss Arlene.
Like she got Quadra together. She got Quadra together.
Quadra. All right now.
Hi, Arlene.
Wait a minute.
And we didn't see Quadra for the rest of the
Okay, I get what you're saying, Trei. I get what you're saying. But that was just one little nitpicky thing that Phaedra was trying to poke at, but there was a larger problem.
Mama
and Phaedra and Kandi was the one who actually brought the shit to the table, and she shook the table a little bit. You're not gonna sit here and talk about my mama when me and you got bigger issues. Me and you got issues pertaining to our friendship.
So what you're telling me is that Phaedra has not in the past, because we've seen probably last season, the season before, where Phaedra has tried to fix her and Kandi relationship, and Kandi just since Kandi been with Todd, it's been I don't give a fuck about.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Kandi's one of those type of
Trei. They show flashbacks where the two of them were at the table number of times talking about it. But Kandi's point is Phaedra then goes back and take jabs and take shots.
And so does Kandi.
At people.
And it shows
they both take shots at one another.
But who takes more shots at
No, Phaedra just more shady, and she know how to throw shade.
Okay.
Kandi just a bitch. Kandi ever since.
If you want to throw a motherfucking eclipse, bitch, I'm gonna lose a motherfucking plan.
No.
That's what I'm gonna do.
So what I'm saying to you is, Kandi, ever since she got tired, that's what her ass is. She's one of those type of friends where I got a man now, I don't need nobody else.
I might say that.
Thank you. That is not true.
Yeah, she is. Since she got her man, she's like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck about the friendship.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree.
Again, that's my
But my thing is like even with Kandi, I think the only thing I didn't like about the situation was I think that even though if they are friends, it doesn't matter how mad y'all at one another. It doesn't matter how many secrets you don't throw. Even though some of the stuff was out there, some of the stuff I even never heard before about Kandi. But my thing is like you have to fight fire with fire. So sure, Phaedra should have said that. Well, you would decide
that lets you know Phaedra was probably a little moved by what Kandi was saying. But I don't think Kandi said anything wrong. People were all on social media talking about Kandi is a bad friend. Portia even tweeted talking about she broke girl code.
How was that wrong? Because you took some information that I've shared with you.
What was the information?
You saw it. You watched it.
What was it? What was it? What was the information?
You watched it.
What was it? There was no information because.
But I did not know. I would say this right here. I did not know that she said something about you was counting down. Well, I knew she was counting down.
Thank you
to the thing. But she was like, you was talking to other people while he was still here trying to go.
But so last season,
example.
Kenya brought up Mr. Chocolate.
She was Chocolate was a female though.
Let me use this example. I told you some personal information about my last relationship. That's like if we was reporting something, or we was in the midst of people, you would throw that shit up and bring it up.
But what personal information did Kandi divulge? She didn't say anything.
She shared that Phaedra, what she was doing in her previous relationship.
What was she doing?
So you didn't watch it?
I watched it, but she ain't. If you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about.
But what did she say?
And she was already talking to other people while she was still with Apollo.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's true. You were conversing with other
and she shared with her friend. And for you to bring that up and throw that in,
and you're right. One thing I do hate friends. When you're on the outs,
you throw stuff.
You start spilling. Me and you have been on the outs before, but
I never spilled.
I don't think you never spilled any of my business, and I ain't never spilled any of your business.
But that's like if you were to do that for stuff that I've shared.
Yeah, and I agree. But to me, so I forgot about that. That's one thing I can say is she was wrong for saying that Phaedra was talking to other people.
Right.
That's the only thing I have to disagree with.
I stand corrected. But at the end of the day, I still don't think she did anything that wrong. To me, I saw Kandi basically saying, okay, you and me, we said several times that we were going to work on our friendship. But then you turn around and you be talking to all these other people out in the street.
But then it also seems like
and then you come to me
for the relationship no more.
And see, that's how I feel too. It's like Phaedra be wanting these pity parties.
I want to see she want a
Kandi.
I don't think she want a pity party.
If you look at, I don't think she wants a pity party. But I would say this right here, like from looking at when they be out and about and stuff, like when Kandi does make an effort, Phaedra's just like so shady.
Yeah, exactly.
She's not very into it no more because she got Portia now, so she really don't care.
Exactly, and that ain't no kind of friend that you want to have. In my personal opinion,
Kandi did the same.
What Kandi did? I think no, because Kandi used to cry. They used to cry.
She cried
about their relationship. I don't know.
She cries about everything.
My thing is,
she cried at the restaurant not open.
But all I see it getting messier and nastier from here, or whatever. Because I think now, since Phaedra felt that Kandi said some stuff that shouldn't have been said and made public, I think now Phaedra is going to return the favor and she will get messier. Now this is how I feel, and I said this before on some of my old Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews. I do believe there's a lot more going on between them two that we do not know about.
Yeah. I believe so.
I think there's a lot more.
And what we supposed to find out that Kandi supposedly like women.
It's too passionate.
Yeah, but I honestly feel there is something going. There's more going on with this Apollo story. I kind of feel that.
Do you think they were swingers?
No, I don't think they were swingers. But I think Kandi felt some type of way of how Phaedra did Apollo, meaning didn't show up to the hearings that he had.
That has nothing to do with
Wait a minute. She threatened about I'm not going to take the kids up to the jailhouse to see.
A lot of people don't do that.
And being that Kandi has a background, or she has a history with people who've been in and out of jail, she might have felt some type of way about that.
But hold on, let me say this real quick. Because for Kandi to be so strong in Phaedra's relationship, and she said this numerous times on the show, oh, I don't like people in my relationship when it comes to me and Todd. So my thing is, if you don't like people to be in your relationship, don't even to talk about you and your husband, you have
that's exactly why I say there is a lot more going on behind those scenes, because I think there have been numerous conversations between Phaedra, Apollo, Todd, and Kandi. And I think some of those conversations were corporate conversations amongst the four of them. And I think some people decided to take sides. And I think Kandi didn't agree with what was going on with how Phaedra was acting, what Phaedra was doing. Because you know, Kandi said, don't talk about my mama, don't talk about my man, don't talk about my children. And I feel that Kandi is that ride or die type of bitch to me. And she felt maybe that Phaedra wasn't ride or die for her husband. That's just how I feel. And I do believe that Phaedra knew what the hell Apollo was doing all of that time, but she tried to feel like she didn't know what was going on. But
I'm talking about like the reason why he locked up.
Yes, exactly. You can't tell me Phaedra didn't know that, right? But
this
anyway,
is like with them white parents and them children. I didn't know he was down there building the bomb.
Oh, I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was gay. You saw him bringing them boys.
My mom and dad didn't play that shit. They would take the doors off the damn hinges
to
figure out what the hell was going on. Ain't no locking no doors up in this damn house. That's how it was. But let's move on to another reality show here in Atlanta. Let's talk about Joseline and Stevie. Stevie and Joseline. StevieJ, you are the father. Okay? So after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of speculation, they took the DNA test while she was still pregnant, and it is determined that StevieJ is the father of Joseline's baby. How do you guys feel about that?
I knew that. I mean, she was fucking him.
He was trying to say that she was fucking everything out there that had a dick.
Who like Rick Ross?
But you know what? I don't believe that. I really don't.
Honestly, I think Joseline's that type of chick. Honestly, I feel like she's not.
I think she out here playing with girls.
Well,
that's been evident.
I don't think she had that fucking.
Because my thing is, if she was out here messing with all these other dudes, somebody would have come forth by now with something. Now they've came forth about women all the time that she's messed that restaurant with. And she's already been public about the women that she messed around with. And she said it numerous times too. She don't mess with men like that. She messed with women, you know. And even if she did do something, you know, it was all.
That's a good point. I kind of share that same assessment. She doesn't strike me like she's, you know, she's real bam bam and everything, but I don't think she's out there fucking everybody and everything like that.
Now, just like I think with women, I think she played with them and she licked kitty cats and stuff like that. Hey, but my thing is, even StevieJ, like you even said this on the Breakfast Club, you even can't get mad at Joseline for even if she's out there doing her own thing when you introduced her to that. Basically, you said that every time y'all did something, y'all all played together. Even with this whole Mimi thing, you introduced Joseline to Mimi, so that's how they So my thing is like, you can really tell how someone loves you when a breakup happens.
But has Joseline moved on? Because I saw some.
I think she has.
I saw some news where her and young RHOA was.
They have a good relationship together.
He was at the baby shower,
and he was also.
Everybody in that motherfucking mama was at the damn baby shower.
What I'm saying though is,
Tony Pierre ass was at the damn baby shower.
What I'm saying to you is that he was there and
supposedly
exchanged some emotions.
Just sit back, girl. Did you see the preview for the new?
No, I haven't seen it
the
yet.
New Little Women of Atlanta, honey. Oh, I'm sorry, Trey.
No, I was letting y'all, you know, talk about little people a bit later.
Child, Miss Minnie said, well, I just want to let you know that the truth is I was never pregnant. And
so she finally come out
and child, Miss Jesus said, dun dun dun, and went off after that. I'm show you the clip afterwards, child. She finally said I was never pregnant. Juicy was just like, but anywho, so Stevie.
The correct term is they're not midgets.
They're little people.
They baby
I
women.
never call them a midget.
They baby women.
They little women, bitch. They little women.
Baby
but now StevieJ is actually saying that he's going to seek full custody.
But ain't StevieJ in another relationship?
Well, it's not confirmed that he is. Well, actually, yes, it is confirmed. He did say on the Breakfast Club that him and her have crossed that line. So there's something going on between.
Because he got a new show coming out. I saw a preview for it.
It came on Monday.
Yeah, he was like saying how he's in love with he's in love with her. But Stevie, really?
Faith and Stevie, can you see that?
Hell
No, it's not gonna last.
I mean, they're grown. Them
Biggie
two
Ink is
grown-ass
great
women.
spinning.
I mean, that's a grown ass woman. That's a grown ass
Biggie
man.
Ink is great rolling.
But my thing is, even with Faith Evans, she not here for the shit.
No,
And
she-
StevieJ had a lot of
She
drama.
don't look like she would put up with a lot of this
Yeah.
shit. But Faith did go through it with Biggie and
But I
Lil
think
Kim
that
too
now-
now. So
Right.
Still, I think that
she ain't no stranger.
Yeah,
But
but
she
my
not
thing
to the
is,
drama.
I think that she's made progress.
I think that
she would be dumb if she had to revert back.
I think she ready for
the
a
same
check.
stuff again.
But did you see Stevie's interview on the Breakfast Club? Doesn't he seem like a changed man a little bit? Like he's grown up a little bit? He's done a press circuit recently. He's been on a couple of shows or whatever. He seems a little bit more stable now.
I mark my words. I would give it a year.
Well, we'll see how
Until he's
everything
back
plays out.
with Joseline Hernandez.
Because apparently Joseline may be on his show that's airing now. Joseline has a baby special that's going to be coming out soon. And then I think they're also filming the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta right now as well too.
Oh, so
we'll see how everything plays out.
Because last time we heard it.
Well, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't know exactly.
So Faith is going to be on there. That's probably what it's going to be.
No, we don't know about that. Now he did say that she's going to appear on his show, but they ain't saying nothing about. They didn't say anything about.
But that's crazy. Who? Joseline?
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They said his show, but not Love and Hip. But of course, like I told you guys, Stevie is saying that he's actually going to seek custody of the baby because he feels that Joseline has been using drugs while she was pregnant.
You use drugs.
Well, she was drinking wine.
You can drink wine.
Shower.
You can drink wine.
That's all I'm saying.
The doctor say you can drink wine.
But you got to drink it in moderation. You can't be drinking a lot.
Was
it was red from my understanding. I wasn't at the baby shower, but I heard about it.
The doctor say you can drink red wine when you're pregnant.
But it depends. Joseline don't know about moderation. Look at that. You remember that video where she was high as hell?
Joseline don't see. That was so long ago. But what I'm saying is Joseline seems like a changed woman. And it might be
how? She was just beating Stevie ass the other day.
He should get his ass beat. But
why?
I'm just saying she seems like a changed
woman.
woman.
Whatever.
Did you see her on what you call it? In
Star. Yeah, I saw her on Star. Shout out to Amaya.
Amaya Sky. She did good.
Shout out to Amaya Scott and Lawrence J.
Yeah.
Miss Lawrence. Oh, Derek J. I'm combining the two. But Lee Daniels, I had no idea you made Amaya's Queen Latifah's son daughter.
Yeah,
that was good.
Like that was dope. Like someone who has no experience at all when it comes to acting.
She did really
and she did a really good job.
Yeah,
like it was good.
And I'm interested to see more from her.
Because you know he's only going to tell her story about transitioning. Because you said they played on it a little bit in the pilot. Yep. So I'm here for it. Star was a big hit to me. Or whatever. I enjoyed it. I'm looking to see exactly what else is going to happen on that actual show as well too. Speaking of new people and new people, did you guys hear the rumors that Drake and J-Lo were dating?
Yeah, I heard about that.
What do you think about that? I know that's your girl.
Yeah.
J-Lo moves around a lot.
And
she shakes a lot of tables.
Don't do it.
You know it.
Don't do it.
Well,
she does move around, but she's the type of person. I would think that
to me,
shaking them titties,
touch my body.
Anyways, like I was saying, J-Lo, I've been a fan of her for years. But my thing is,
but who is she?
She's not. She's not like, don't do that.
Mariah was saying, I don't know her. But no, hold on, let me just touch this real quick before you get into that. I feel like Mariah, when she states these things, I don't think she's, she's shady. But I think
it comes off as shady, but she don't know.
Exactly, that's what I said. She honestly don't know. They don't go out and have wine together. Just like when she said on Watch Out.
She never came up
said, I don't know her. So I get what she's saying. When she's saying she don't know these people, of course she knows who Jennifer Lopez is. How could you not? She's a fucking legend. But I think what she's saying is, I don't know her because we haven't met. I haven't actually hung out with her. We haven't talked. So that's what I feel Mariah actually means when she says these things. But so she doesn't know Ariana. Like, she does not know Ariana because Ariana hasn't, and she met her. So when Ariana actually probably maybe honors her, then maybe at that point I'll know who she is. Go ahead, Jay.
I don't even think Mariah probably be here for that.
She want a 10. She want to. If she found out Ariana Grande is singing the tribute, she would need to show up to the tribute.
She's like, who?
But J-Lo. Let's get back
to J-Lo. I think that J-Lo, she's the type of person I can't never see her being married.
But she likes.
I love her. But I have her book, True Love. But my thing is, like, she's been going at this and that's my girl, but she's been going through this for years. Sometimes she has a repeat because she actually dated Mark Anthony twice back in the 90s.
Yeah. And before she got quiet as kept, everybody thought they were going to get back together recently. Because his wife,
and they just
his wife, filed for divorce. Because he was on the stage kissing her or whatever the case may be. Which I felt, J-Lo, that was inappropriate. You should not have done it because that man is married.
But still, they have history and they have
but that doesn't excuse it.
But
if your man, your ex-man that's in the military across the way, if he got a new boo and you just gonna walk up and kiss that person because we got history.
You know I'm still healing. Why would you get me a little bit like that?
that's that shit on top. See how friends do? Okay, so J-Lo has dated Wesley Snipes. That was after breaking up with her high school boyfriend.
That's David Cruz. No, that's not true. I can tell you all.
David Cruz. Lopez.
We don't care about the money. We care about the famous people.
Okay, Tommy Mottola.
Diddy.
Tommy Mottola. She did date Tommy Mottola.
No, they did not. Because she even discussed. I have her book True Love.
She discussed all the. So she's denying dating him.
She never dated him. That's why. And to be honest, that's where the feud between Mariah Carey and Jennifer Lopez came from because of the whole Tommy Mottola thing. Because Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola was married after they got a divorce.
Okay, Tommy Mottola is the Sony man, right?
Yeah. Tommy Mottola got back at Mariah because they talked about it in her book, and that's where it came
Alexis
from.
Maurice, she dated him.
She didn't date him. That's where the feud came from.
She had sex with him.
Don't go there.
You don't know that.
Who was a Johnny adult Noah?
We're not talking about the people. We're talking about Mark Anthony, Diddy, Ben Affleck. We're talking about them people.
Right. Chris Judd, Diddy, Ben Affleck, Mark Anthony.
She dated him. She dated him.
We don't know who them people.
That's the dancer from America's Got.
Dance with Stars. She only dated 4 out of all of them.
Who's her background dancer?
Chris Judd. And they was married. At least all the people that she was talking to was married.
And what was the guy who she recently broke up with that was her background dancer?
Casper Smart.
Casper. She done been with him 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but they've been together for 2 years.
But this her Wesley Snipes dated for a short time in 1995.
But what about her and Drake? Are you here for it?
No. I don't even see that going nowhere. I don't even think that's true.
He's been to her concerts a couple of times.
But Drake do that with everybody. He do that Serena. He go to her man.
So the Cuban guy was her first husband.
Did you mention him?
Anaji Noah.
Yeah, that was her first husband.
They've been in pictures together and stuff like that too. So you don't believe that that's actually true?
No, because I don't even think that's J-Lo's type, Drake. You know?
Well,
I mean, she's had a plethora of different types though. Did she date Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
How you go so Ben Affleck, Diddy. I can see Drake in the middle there. So yeah, I can see it possible.
I don't see
Drake and J-Lo.
What I'm saying to you is, he said that he can't see that her type. She dated Ben Affleck. She dated Diddy.
But no,
he's somewhere in the middle between there.
3 different types.
Like Drake can spit, but he's corny.
Yeah, he's corny. Like even with Diddy, he had like this bad boy image to him. Like rough,
She dated Chris Judd.
Chris Judd was
that ain't no bad boy.
No, it doesn't necessarily.
His
all
background
has not been bad boy.
That's my point. Drake can fit in it.
I don't see it. I'm sorry.
I'm not here for it either. It don't.
How old is Drake?
I know they said they've been making music together, but maybe that's the reason why they've been hanging out.
Music, right?
They
making music, all right.
Stuff like that. Did you see the video, the interview that resurfaced, where Monica and Brandy admitted that Monica put her hands on Brandy?
I have that on my Instagram.
Oh my God, you never said anything about
that. So you talk about the one when it was on Breakfast Club, I think they were. It was
Angela Martinez.
And they was talking about the whole fight. Yeah, see what happened
Monica put her hands on Brandy.
I'm gonna break it down to you what happened. So at the Grammys, when they won their Grammy Award, what was that? I was gonna say that. I'm sitting right here. The fuck? Anywho, at the Grammys, when that year they actually won their Grammy.
Girl, Monica beat Brandy ass.
No,
that's what the interview said.
No.
That is what the interview said. And Brandy was quiet as a mouse. Looking like a little mouse. Yes, Trei. I heard it, girl. I heard it. Amber Martinez said, girl, did you put your hands on her? And she said, yes, I did. But I'm changed. I'm a woman. And I apologize. But girl, what is up? I guess that's what Brenda threw shade on her. What she got on it for? What she got on it for?
Yeah.
The Lady of Soul Wars, girl.
But my thing is, even when I love Brandy and I love Monica, Team Monica, but I love both of them. They both have records for days. But my thing is, I just want them two to get along. But I think that.
What?
But no.
This is the thing.
But no, this is hold on. Let me finish.
I don't even
what
know
I'm
half the
saying.
story. My God,
But
it's so funny.
My thing is, I just want them just to be able to do something together. Like, you know, like they come from a
they already did
elite,
two things together.
Like, but it didn't work because I know they were supposed to go on a tour. I don't know what happened with that.
I'm talking about two.
There was never supposed to be a tour.
Yeah. But they did say it was supposed to be two. Brandy and Monica on the Breakfast Club out of their own mouth said they was planning on working on the tour.
No.
And it just didn't happen.
It was never supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Monica always is fabrication as to everything that's going to happen. Just like, for example, when it was on Good Morning America when the song came out, It All Belongs to Me. Monica was like, oh yeah, because I remember this question to the T. I forgot what's the black lady name of Good Morning America, one who had Robin. So they was talking about Monica's kids and Brandy kids, and Monica was like, oh yeah, my kids call Brandy Auntie TT. No, the fuck they don't. That was a lie. Monica always had this fabrication which tries to make it seem it's all clean, it's all good. But the thing about it is yes, Monica did put her hands on Brandy. She didn't beat her up. She actually hit her in the face. Which, if you actually look at any of Brandy's pictures, you'll see Brandy has a scar right here on her cheek. That is from Monica. That happened at the Grammys.
Oh my gosh,
so that's why if you go back to that Grammy, Brandy was in the audience, Monica was
no,
on the
that
stage.
was MTV musical.
No, I'm talking when they won the Grammy.
They was together on that Grammys.
Yeah, they got on stage together. Yeah, but I mean, of course you gotta keep it cute.
Because they walked the red carpet and
you gotta keep it cute.
Too.
You gotta keep it cute.
But I mean, what why is the animosity between them so deep?
No, what happened is that I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put it here on the wind up. So basically, the song was originally Brandy's song, "The Boy Is Mine." Rodney Jerkin and Brandy thought it was a good idea to put another female on to where they was actually, battling for a guy. So it was when Monica was introduced, Monica was sent to Trei, and it was kind of a whole, I think where two young females battling, and it was hot.
So was there a man involved?
There was no man. Never really a man that they was actually battling over. It was just really the whole them being young and they both was in the spotlight.
I think people
the thing about it is Brandy and Monica honestly at this point in time really don't have any beef. Like, there's really no beef. I've actually had, and I still have them to this day, DMs that Monica and I have had conversations. Brandy did not throw direct shade at Monica. The thing about it is, and this is what happened when that whole, the So Gone challenge happened, Brandy was never throwing shade at Monica. That individual who was in Brandy's comments was shading Brandy the whole time. There was one point, and then Brandy finally said, "Ciao, bye," and that's when the blogs took the screenshot of Brandy saying "Ciao, bye," and the guy who said that, and that's when they put it together to make it seem like Brandy was saying that to the So Gone challenge. It was never her saying bye to the whole So Gone challenge. It was her basically saying "Ciao, bye" to the boy who had been in her comments all day dragging her. So what
was the Soul Train Award?
The Soul Train Award was basically that she said in the song she changed her lyrics. Well, what she's saying is she said your fan. Yeah, she said your fan base, and what it is the Brandy fan base, and I'll say the stars. We never really dragged Monica the way the Doves drag Brandy. And so what she was saying is because a lot of them be in Brandy's comments trying to drag her. So what she's saying is she said your fan base jump in and Graham is buzzing. That's what she was basically saying. Now, where the shade did come in towards Monica at the end, I don't think it was really shade. That was really just letting it know that this was her So Gone challenge because she said "So Gone" when she was singing it. A lot of people didn't really catch it. If you actually listen to it again, she was basically saying.
That's too much.
So, but the thing about it is that people want. It's okay, and this is what bothered me when Brandy did when it happened. It's okay if Beyonce was to go on stage and change a lyric during the performance. Oh my God, Beyonce slayed. If Rihanna was to go on stage and sing a song, she would have slayed because she changed the lyrics to a song about a current situation that's going on between her and another artist. But Brandy do it, it's a problem, and that's what bothers me is because why makes it different just because Brandy's doing it? Because if another artist did it, it would be so good. Because she did it. She changed the lyrics on the current topic that's going on between her. Like, say if Beyonce and Rihanna was feuding, and Rihanna went on here and changed the lyrics to one of Beyonce's songs at a performance.
I think it would be the same thing.
It wouldn't. Like, they would love
it. The Navy and the Beehive will go at it.
Of course they would go at it, but everybody was making it seem like Brandy was such a horrible person for doing it.
Because the Beehive, they come to slay, honey. They do.
But yes, Monica did put her hands on Brandy. She did. She hit her.
But nobody talks about that.
Yeah, they actually cut that part out of the
Yeah, sure did.
And they didn't actually even air the Angie Martinez interview.
Well, honey, I heard it. And I will put it on the Wind Up Facebook page so you can hear it too, girl. Because from what I heard, Monica whooped that ass.
No, that's what you heard.
But Monica was like, I'm reformed. What you mean what I heard?
I heard a lot.
Brandy was sitting right there next to her.
There was never a fight. There was never a fight.
She confirmed it. She confirmed
No, she confirmed that she hit her. She never confirmed it was a fight. It wasn't a fight.
Well, if I knock the shit out of you and leave a mark on your eye, bitch, I beat you up.
It was a mark on her face because of the jewelry. I'm just giving you what Monica told me.
It sounds like a beat up to me. How about you?
A hit is a hit.
No, a hit is a hit, but a beat up is two different things.
Well,
that's like if I hit BB and then the fight and then it's done.
It's like you got knocked, child.
He got hit. You got
beat up.
But
whether it's one hit or not, if you ain't hit back,
so you get one
got
hit
beat up, girl. What is it? What is it?
No, it's because if a fight gets broken up.
If I hit the shit out of you
and we break it up,
and you ain't hit me back, I won.
Yeah. Not necessarily if we broke it up.
No.
Yeah.
If I hit you and you don't hit me back,
what she said was in the interview, she was like, you know, it took a long time for y'all to get here, and actually, people always say that Monica always brings it up. But
always,
she was like,
because she use it.
But
she's
no,
always using it.
If I want to fight, I'm gonna tell you.
Anytime they talk about Monica, Brandy has to be brought up. When they talk about Brandy, you don't talk about Monica. Think about it. Anytime when you talk about Brandy's career, because Brandy's resume is much more superior than Monica's is. Mm. And that's a fact. I'm not being shady at all. Monica has had albums. Brandy has had albums, shows. Musicals. She's modeled. She's done it all. Only thing she hasn't done yet, what she's working on is a book.
Monica, she would have more clout.
She does
than what she does, though.
I mean, the thing about it is because a lot of shit has happened in her life. She had a baby.
She killed somebody.
See, we're done.
That is true though. But anyway, it's just like
wrap the show up, Maurice. Wrap the show up.
You drunk?
Yeah, just wrap it up.
Monica
ain't killed nobody.
When she shoot at somebody, she made it known though.
She killed somebody. Her man got killed. She was there. It probably had a lot to do with her. So she wouldn't be shady.
Because you know Monica
ain't on the record.
Everybody.
It's a police report saying when Brandy killed somebody.
No, it's not. It's not a police report. What's on the police report? This person who died was blood system had marijuana, heroin, and also.
Girl, Brandy hit him. It don't matter what.
Brandy actually didn't hit that car. It was a 5-car accident. Another car hit that car.
But Brandy killed.
But Brandy was a celebrity in the situation. That was so rude. That's evil. If somebody died and you see it being funny, it's not funny at all.
You drunk.
So.
But we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season.
Yes.
A Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa, and we also hope that you guys have a Happy New Year too, just in case if we don't see you before the New Year. But more than likely, we probably will, or whatever.
But song.
What we gonna say?
Baby, did you know
that your baby?
It's Tony Bond.
Just do it together. This is why female groups don't work.
Baby, did you know that your You don't know the words. Did you know that your baby?
You do know Tawana came in with her, right?
I know. Sometimes.
This is some shit y'all know.
You deliver.
You know you
The kiss deliver. You know. That's Tamar part.
No.
Tamar
part's that eyes will see.
Does she sound like that? Is that why Tony gave that look? She's
But Merry Christmas.
He tried.
Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa to all of you guys. And if not, we will see you in 2017.
Chris Brown said, every time you get the fish, like you say, come on. I gotta take more guys. Right.